What's up? Welcome back. This is episode 2 of my powerlifting prep. Today we have deadlift primary. It's going to be sick. Let's get warmed up and get into it. Alright, so I figured I'd just talk at you guys for a minute while I do my warm-ups here. Deadlifts have been funky for me. So I injured my shoulder earlier in February and I couldn't bench for a while. And my mobility to hold the bar for squats was pretty bad, so I wasn't squatting a lot. So I was just deadlifting like twice a week, and it was awesome. I built up a really good tolerance for it, and I ended up getting all the way up to pulling 500 pounds, which was a really cool moment. And I'll give you a little story about this shirt. I was wearing this shirt while I did that, while I deadlifted 500 pounds, and I've worn it a lot of my deadlift days since, just because it's kind of like my little lucky charm. But it's been very interesting for me because I've had a little bit of a rut with my deadlifts, but a lot of it I think is due to poor programming. So I'm excited to see what this block does for my deadlifts, and if I can get back into my groove with it, get back to pulling bigger numbers, you know. I've had a lot of stuff with like inner thigh, hip stuff, hip engagement, being able to wedge and put force out the floor. So we're gonna keep working on that. Today's just regular deadlifts. It should be pretty easy again, similar to the other workouts. You know, again, week 1 weights hopefully aren't that terrible. So we're just gonna accumulate some volume and see how it goes. That feels good. Good. Okay. Okay, so we got 390 pounds on the bar for a 2x5, and I think 375 for 1x5 in the back down. Warm-ups felt really good. I explained this in the last video, but really taking our time there with the warm-ups and feeling good about everything. I'm feeling really good about wedging off the floor right now, so we're just gonna keep up that momentum, blitz through these sets, and feel good about it. So yeah, let's do it. Oh. So, slight elephant in the room. I do pull sumo. Haven't switched back since I've started pulling sumo, and I'm gonna continue pulling sumo. It's not cheating. Okay, set number 2, done. Okay, overall pretty happy with how those moved. A little slow and a little weird on like feeling the grab for that pressure off the floor. But overall, I'm happy that those just moved how they did. We got one more set, 1x5 at 350, and then deadlifts are done. 5 reps here, let's bring it out. Here we go. Solid. So like I said, overall, I'm very happy with that deadlift session. Today I'm going to film some of my accessories, show you guys what that looks like, and we'll just break it down from there. Okay, so up first is this seated chest supported row. I love this movement, I love this machine. It feels like really great compound movement, just like hitting lots of areas of my back. It just feels good to do. A lot of what I do is just kind of off a feel and make sure that nothing's stacking too much where I'm overcooking one muscle or anything, but this one's just like a solid machine. Loved it ever since they added it to the gym, so it's been great. Yeah, so I actually like stand up while I do this, and as opposed to sitting on the seat. I don't know. Again, just a feel thing. But it's nice to sit down between sets. In terms of my like accessory stuff, I do some. Usually, I'm in a sort of power buildy split, and I have so much focus recently on all my powerlifting stuff, where like all of my focus is on my 3 compounds, and I kind of forgot about a lot of other stuff. So implementing a little bit of the bodybuilder type training back into my program has been fun because it's less pressure to like hit every single number. Sometimes it feels good to just get a pump, and I don't know, it's kind of how I feel about it most days. So sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, but always trying to overload just the same so nothing is a waste of time if I do choose to do it. We'll get 2 more of these and then on to the next. That's good. All right, next up we got close grip rows. We're gonna be hitting pyramid sets here. I probably won't show all of them, but we're gonna go 12, 10, 8, 8, 4 total sets. Increase the weight as we go. It's gonna be good. Alright, so we're gonna finish off nice and simple with some regular alternating bicep curls. I love finishing with these. Usually I keep my arm training very simple, very minimal, because it's kind of boring to me at this point, but we're gonna finish with that. Alright, last one. I'm gonna take this hopefully to failure. That's good enough for me. When I tell you it is so not fun to hang on to those dumbbells after shredding my hands with deadlifts. Oh, this is why we don't hit arms. Okay, so we're back home now. I figured it'd be fun to show you guys one of my most frequent post-workout meals. It's pretty simple and pretty tasty, so I can't wait to share with you guys. Some might call this a protein shake, but I call it a protein milkshake. It's a little bit of a treat, and I try not to have it too frequently, but if you ask any one of my family members that I live with, they will tell you that I have it more than I probably should. First ingredient is some chocolate ice cream, and I don't always put a ton in here. Sometimes, depending on if I'm bulking or cutting or maintaining weight, that'll change the amount I'll put in. The more ice cream you use, the tastier it is, but we'll get a couple good scoops in there. And this is where the milkshake part comes from. Next up, and a total game changer for these shakes, is some frozen bananas. I used to use regular bananas. Frozen bananas make the texture like 1,000 times better, so highly recommend using them. Next up, a couple supplements, pretty simple. Just some Transparent Labs protein powder. This is the chocolate peanut butter flavor. So we get 1 scoop of that. And then also, usually if I have this during the day, I'll use this as an opportunity to get my 5 milligrams creatine. If I don't take it in my shake, I'll just put it in my water for the day, which I've been doing a lot more frequently. And then just a little bit of natural creamy peanut butter. Not a lot, holds a lot of fat. So good. I love peanut butter. And then we just add our liquids and blend. So that's going to conclude today's video. I'm overall really happy with the workout today. Again, really excited for this training block. If you missed the last video, go ahead and watch that. These are going to be just a continued series of my prep. And there's a lot of introductions in the first video, so if you missed that, have any questions, that'll probably answer a lot of them. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.